What's going on, American truckers? Hope everyone's having a great day out there. I'm talk about safety. You know, your safety on the road. Um, I myself have had a couple incidences where it could have been hairy, could have been worse than what it was, and I'll tell some of them stories in some later videos. Um, I have one time had somebody try to get in my trailer, uh, and you'd be surprised when you're parked and asleep. You do hear it. So you will know. If that's never happened to you, you will know. You know, nowadays everybody's got these locks. I always call them meat locks. You know, it's a big, it's got two handles on it, a big old lock in the middle. Uh, you'll see them sometimes. People forget to get them off, and they got to get a torch or something out there to cut them off, or hacksaw or whatever to get them off. I have mixed feelings about those. Um, in some cases, I use them, and in some cases, I don't. It has to do with where I'm going, a couple different factors, and I'll tell you why. As you know, warehouses are not always in the best areas of town. Most of the time, you're going to be in the hood. You go to Chicago, you're going to be in the hood most of the time. I'm talking about inner city Chicago. The suburbs aren't too bad. I've delivered and picked up in Little Italy and all kinds of different places down and around there. It's been a year since I've been to New York City. I don't do New York City anymore, but I've been in some rough parts. Bronx, Queens, you name it. I've been there, dealt with that. I know what it's like. Here's my feeling about those locks. If I got that big lock on my trailer, a thief, somebody who's not in the industry, is going to automatically assume that I have something very valuable in that trailer. I got this big shiny lock on the back. It looks like I'm protecting something very valuable. A thief may or may not know that's a refrigerated trailer or that's a dry box trailer, or a thief, they're not going to distinguish that. Their first thought is, I'm thinking like them. Oh, there's something valuable in that trailer. All right. If I got that big old lock on there and a thief decides he wants to break into my trailer, all it does is keep honest people honest. Think about it. Because if a thief wants to break into my trailer, he's going to break into my trailer. But now with that big old lock on there, how's he going to do it? How would you do it? Think like him. Think like that thief. Tell you what I would do. I got to get to the driver. I want to get in that trailer, and I don't want anybody to see me cutting that lock off. I got to get to that driver. So now, you just put the driver at risk. Because I'm going to get to the driver to get in his trailer. He's got the key to that lock. Right or wrong. It's faster, less obvious. All I got to do is get to him. I knock on his door. What do most drivers do? They open their door, look out to answer, or they roll their window down to answer. Boom, I'm on him. In comes a pistol, don't move. Don't move. You get up in that truck, you slit his throat, or whatever. I know some of y'all drivers out there be like, oh, that don't happen. Trust me, that happens. I think it was 2011 or 2012. There was a Trans Am driver found in a rest area in Kansas, not too far from their terminal, as a matter of fact. I think he was within 100 miles of their terminal. But he was found in his sleeper with his throat slit in a rest area. It happens. I'm telling you, drivers, it happens. So now with that big old lock on there, you just make yourself a target. If I'm headed somewhere in the country, or I'm headed to a shipper or a receiver, in some little town, yeah, I'll put the lock on there. It's not a big deal. If I'm headed to inner city Chicago, and I know I'm going to be parked in an alley down there, or I'm going to be parked somewhere in the city, so I can stay overnight and deliver the next morning and I don't have to drive in that traffic. When I get there, I'm probably taking that lock off. You know, if they want what's in the trailer, they're going to get what's in the trailer. I'll call the law, but I'm not getting out there to stop them. You know, you understand what I'm saying? If I got that lock on there and I'm parked in an alley somewhere, I just made myself a target. I just put myself at risk for whatever's in that trailer. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. You know, so that's my feeling on that. I've heard all kinds of stories over the years of how people stay safe in their trucks when they're sleeping. And I've done a few of them, you know. Looping the seatbelt through the door handle and then locking it back in. That's one. I've heard of people that had ropes they'd keep in their sleeper, and then when they parked, they'd tie their doors together from door handle to door handle. You know, and when I say handle, I don't mean where you're opening it. I mean where you grip it at. They'd tie off on one side, go across, tie on the other side. I've heard of people putting strings up with cans on it. I don't understand that. I mean, if you want an alarm system, if you don't hear them breaking into your truck, you're not going to hear them cans either. You know, so that's just my opinion on that. Some companies, and everyone I've ever worked for, will tell you you cannot carry pepper spray or a taser. Honestly, I think that's a legal thing. That's so if you do something, they're not liable for it because they told you can't carry it. They're not searching your truck for it, you know. Now, obviously, guns, we go a lot of places where guns are not allowed at all. DC, Chicago. It really wouldn't be a smart idea to carry a gun in your truck for that reason. You know, you get caught in one of those places with a gun, you're going to jail. And you're probably going to go for a while. They're real strict on it. Pepper spray or mace, I'm not going to tell you whether you can or you can't. That's up to your company, and that's up to you and what decision you make. I would personally wouldn't fire off any pepper spray or mace inside the vehicle. You know, so if someone broke in your truck and all you got is pepper spray, y'all are both fixing to get sprayed if you spray him. Stuff's going to kick up in the air. If your AC's going, it's about being both of your eyes. It's not going to help you none. I've heard some people carry wasp spray. You know, we do pick up trailers that have been sitting sometimes. Sometimes they'll have a wasp nest on them. So we carry wasp spray. A lot of us do. And that works as a weapon. No company's going to tell you you can't carry that. Fire extinguisher is a weapon. Tire thumper is a weapon. I mean, you do have weapons in the truck you can use. You just have to think ahead of time and plan it in case something does happen, how you're going to react to it. With the world getting as crazy as it is, I think we're going to see an increase in these kind of things happening. And it's really important that you have a plan together for dealing with that. Most importantly is your life. No load is worth your life, period. So your life is always top, should be number one. You know, I'm going to show y'all this little tool I've been using a couple of years, and I love it. And it's this right here. It's like a wire cutter, cable cutter. I've been using this a couple of years. Works great for taking off them cable seals. Man, this thing is awesome. Goes through them like butter. I've had them a couple of years, and it goes through them like butter. You can get them at any hardware store. I don't even remember what brand this is because I've had it so long. You know, but it's real, and that could be used as a weapon too if you really needed to. But I'd advise getting some of these. Man, they make taking off them cable seals so much easier. Anyway, drivers, hope you get some ideas, put some things together. In this video, I cannot tell you exactly what you should or shouldn't do. You know, that depends on you and the company you work for and what they will allow, and what you feel you can do. You know, read between the lines. But certainly, especially with the atmosphere of the world today, you certainly want to be taking your safety into consideration. You know, we all have families at home. We all have loved ones. It costs a lot of money to get a dead body from 1,000 miles away back home. You know, so be thinking of those sort of things and what you can do to be safer on the road. One good way to be safer on the road is don't mess with lot lizards. You don't see them very often anymore, but when you do, leave them alone. Stay away from the drugs. You know, stay away from all these things. Anyway, hope everybody has a great day and stay safe. And if you got some ideas that I didn't mention that you use to stay safe on the road, put them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. All right, keep trucking.